Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Heroes podcast. I'm your host for today, Captain James Gravy or Devon. I am joined by my co-host Yash
Hey, what's up?
and my other co-host, Donkey Kong.
What? Donkey Kong. Alright, my name is Film, okay?
/ Donkey Kong.
I am not Donkey Kong.
Should we just refer to him as Donkey Kong for
Yeah,
the whole thing?
Yeah,
Change your
Yeah.
username, bro, Donkey Kong.
I'm not calling myself Donkey
You're
Kong.
Donkey Kong.
well, everyone else
Fucking
is calling you
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, just accept it.
And
No.
then we have the fag. /
Okay, buddy, I
Brixton.
prefer to be called the faggot. It makes it sound somewhat
Faggot.
faggot, baguette, faggot.
Yeah, we've all seen the meme. Shut the fuck up. No one wants to hear you. Nate doesn't like you.
I'm sorry, I love you, Nate.
Fuck is his name?
No him at all.
Really,
that
guys,
guy.
left a comment.
Yeah. Alright,
Yeah,
but
alright.
oh,
So,
faggot, you actually need to say your real name first.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Toshi, let's go, boys.
Alright, he's Toshi, aka Brixton.
Alright, so today we're going to be talking about confrontations with the police and also school, because school is fucking shit at times and school is also really cool. Yeah, that rhymes. I'm the rhyme man.
I don't think. Okay.
I don't think so.
Don't worry about it.
Yes.
So yeah, start us off. Let's go.
All right, police
Alright.
troubles. Like, dark past. Let's go, boys. Well, on the last podcast, I talked about me getting into a fight that led to me getting a little bit of a thing with police, but that wasn't my first one. So I'm gonna take it back to how old would I have been? It would have been 2018 maybe.
So like 14.
I was year 8.
Oh, so 12, 13.
Oh, it was like 2018 maybe. Maybe less. I can't remember. But I was year 8, which was a couple years ago. So basically, I had a group of friends. I had a fairly decent group of friends, but my best friend that year, me and him were like super tight. He was like a brother to me. So me and him did like a lot of shit outside of school together. Like we always hung out and everything. And we had this other friend who became a little bit of a dick later on, but that's not that today. But we decided, you know what, fuck it. It's after school. Let's just hang out. Oh, they were hanging out. They came to my house. They were like, "Yo, you wanna come jam? Like, we're gonna go out. We're gonna go do some shit." I was like, "Yeah," and they were straight up like, "Yo, we might go tag some
Gonna
places."
cry.
I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah! I'm gonna go grab a pen." Like, I grabbed a fucking pen, and so we're like, "Okay, cool." I got changed, and I was like, "Sick, I'm heading out."
Can
I
I
left.
wait, can I just stop you there? You're talking way too fucking fast. All of that just brushed right through my head. I didn't hear a
That's fine.
fucking
I
word.
can understand. What do you mean?
Maybe I was just
Did everyone else hear me?
Donkey
Did everyone
Kong.
else hear me?
I heard you.
I
Well,
was completely out of it.
basically-
I'm sorry.
Basically, my friends came over. They said they were gonna go tag some places, and I was like, "Sick, I'm keen." I grabbed a pen, I got changed, and I was like, "Yo, mom, I'm gonna go out for a bit." Because my mom was fine with that. She knew I was always like walking around and stuff, like just always chilling with friends. So we were going to different schools, not to tag specifically, but just like hang out, like And we saw a cool spot at a school that was close to my house. And basically, we didn't realize that the groundskeeper was like his office was in that shed, like because that's like a work tool thing, everything like that. So he had his area. We didn't know he was in there either. We were tagging behind it. Well, we were just like, ah, cool. Let's just do it here. So we like started, and then we didn't realize how loud we were. We didn't realize he was in the place, and we didn't realize it was his place. So, apparently one of them like heard, and they started
That
running.
shit.
My other friend heard. He started running. I didn't, and I just finished riding, and I just put my shit away, and then he saw me. And my friends booked it. I didn't realize they were gone until I turned around. I was like, what the fuck? And so he came up, and he's just chilling, and he's like, yo, were you doing this? I was like, nah, it wasn't me. And my pen was red, and the
Wasn't me,
writing was
Chief.
black. So I was like, nah, it's not me. but there was a small little red writing that I did. Like I just did a little thing, but actually no, I drew the big black dick that was on that wall.
Alright.
I did that.
Typical.
Hey man, it was year 8. It was obviously gonna happen. So
Yeah.
he was like, all right, cool, check your empty your pockets. I'm like, what? He's like, empty your pockets. Empty my pocket. There was a red pen there, and he's like a red like marker thing, and he was like, yeah, cool, you're going to the thing. I didn't notice that there was some other people from my school that were at that other school.
Did they fucking
Just like
snitch?
chilling. No.
Oh.
They just told me. They didn't realize that I was there, so they just told me. They were like, "Oh shit, what do you do? What do you do?" And I'm like, "Ah, don't worry about it." I should have worried about it because they took photos of me, and then they were like, "Cool, we're gonna go talk to your principal, and we're gonna go find out all the shit, and then we're gonna go to the police." And I'm like, "Oh, they actually didn't say we're gonna go to the police. They said they didn't want to, but they did because they're cunts."
What
So,
the fuck? You just drew something on with a pen. I mean, I know it's vandalism in that, but
It's vandalism, bro. It was
Yeah.
illegal. So next day, went to school. Oh, no, I finished hanging out with them. Then I went to school the next day and everything. We're all in the same class, right? So we're just chilling in class, and because our class had like a little phone on it, so if you like, if you
Right.
get if the class got a call, the teacher would answer, or the student would answer, and all that. But our phone was fucking blown up like in the span of 2 minutes. Like it was one phone call. Oh yo, my mate had to go, and then I was like, shit, I know what it is. And then me and my best mate are chilling. Phone rings again. My best friend's gotta go, and I was like, oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit.
And then the phone puts down. Literally right after,
they're gonna send you to
phone
the
rings
Hunger
again.
Games.
I get called up, and everyone's just like, what did you three fucking do? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, fucked with crack
And my
cocaine.
teacher straight up looks at me. He's just like, dumbass. I was like, she's one of my favorite teachers. I met her like recently as well, and like again, but yes, I was like, fuck. So we all went, and we are all just like in that office, and they talked to us individually.
Yeah.
And so they were like, yeah, we're gonna call your parents. This is what's happening. They're not gonna press charges, but you are
Press
gonna have to go to the you are gonna have to go to the police station and talk about this. And I was like, fuck. Went home. My mom was there, and she was just.
I have a question. I have a
yeah.
question.
Oh.
Okay. So you know how you said they rang up your friends, right?
Yeah.
How did they know when they booked it?
So no, he saw them,
Oh,
and because they saw what they looked like, our teacher knew who exactly it was.
fuck, he actually
Because
managed to
they always
describe
saw
it?
because they saw us. They always knew what us three looked like. Because
Okay.
we always hung out after school anyway.
Okay.
So,
Shit.
yeah,
mean-
we got.
I mean,
we
if
got
I
fucking king.
If I was that janitor, man, I'd just give him a fucking sponge, clean it off. don't do anything big. Just get him to clean it off. Jeez.
Yeah, no. So apparently they painted over it, which I didn't think they needed to paint over it. Like that's a little excessive. But I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Yeah. So we all got caught up. Everything. I came home that day, bruh.
Bro
Oof.
moment.
Let's just say Islander mom.
Oh, fuck, I'm sorry, that's
Let's just say that.
fucking Jando feel, bruh.
Yeah, bro. So basically, I had to go to the police. I had to go to the police, and they were like, "Cool, we're gonna talk to you and everything." Bro, I got my rights read. That was the first time, by the way. Yes, this happened multiple. So I was happened twice, but so basically, I had my rights read, and they interviewed me. They asked me all these questions and shit. Apparently, it was all videotaped, and they were like, "Yo, all this," and so basically, long story short. I didn't get a record because I was again under 16. But I did get a trespass from that school for 2 years, which is the normal time. What pissed me off though was there was this day where that school held an event, like a carnival, and since I'm banned from that school, one of my close friends from my class was hanging out with his girlfriend, or I think they were friends, or they broke up, or they were hanging out, and my crush, who was her best friend.
There too.
Yeah, so my friend messaged me. He's like, Yoji, you should come and hang out with her. And I'm like, Yoji, I'm banned from that school for 2 years. So I was like, fuck. Basically, that's a whole other podcast that we're gonna have to go into talking about crushes and shit.
I think we already have.
Yeah, we
No, we
have.
just talked about fucking.
No, like,
Oh,
like that type of, like, just crushes, like,
Oh,
and
yeah,
like,
yeah.
beat involved. But, nah, so, that shit pissed me off, because I was like, fuck, I could've, like,
I could have
had
had a
so much
fucking
more
field
time
day
with
with that podcast.
I could've like hung out with her and had a genuine time, and everything would have been all good. But it didn't happen, sadly, because I was a dumbass.
Well,
Anyway,
well, you
other
know what you
time.
could do? Just fucking go in.
Oh, I think it was 2017. I think that was the year. Because 2018, I'm pretty sure I was in year 9. So, anyway, but year 9 happens. Oh my god, I just realized I've had back-to-back years of me getting in trouble with the police. Fuck, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Realization.
Yeah, anyway, we talked about all the school fights and everything. So that last school fight I had at the end of the year, I put this kid in a headlock, which apparently is a very illegal move. I didn't know doing a move like that with your body was illegal, but apparently it is. And so I basically suffocated the fucker. Like, he couldn't breathe. He was turning purple, I'm pretty sure, and I let him go, and they took a couple steps, and then he face planted the concrete and got a fat lump on his eye. That was funny. So my friends that saw that happen with their eyes were just like, holy shit, he has lost control. We're gonna make sure you're all good. And I was like, fucking, let's just get him up. And I helped carry the cunt to the office. And then the nurse
Fucking
comes. She's like,
purple
what
guy
happened? What
from-
happened? I'm just like, bro, the nurse. She was like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? And I'm just like, I'm sitting there, so relaxed, but I'm not. I'm tense. I'm just calm and collected at the moment. So I'm just like, she's like, what happened? What happened? And I'm like,
It was being a
I-
penis, sir.
I was like, I did it. And then she's like, oh, okay. Can you just sit down here? And I'm like, yeah. You don't have to panic. I'm not gonna hurt anyone else. I don't think.
I don't think.
I don't think. Bro, that
her-
morning was fuck day, cause like all my friends, cause this happened just before school started. All the teachers, so like all the year 9 teachers to like the year 9 classes, like, okay, well this happened, but let's not like let it vision our day or anything. And then like the cunt that was in like one of the, he was in my friend's classes. Their form teacher and everything was just like, okay, he won't be joining us today because of a little altercation in the morning. I was like, yeah, a little altercation, eh? You put him in fucking hospital. I was like, cunt got fucked up. And so my friends, oh my god. When they say don't use your phone in class, I meant all my friends do not give a fuck about that rule this like certain hour, eh? Because I like looked at my phone for 2 seconds. Bop, 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 bop. What happened? What the fuck did you? What the fuck did you? Did you knock this cunt out? I was like, oh man, this is bad. This is real bad. And so the teacher's like, yo, go sit in this office, please, and just like stay there. Just, it's okay. It's gonna be all right. Stay
Please
calm.
don't hurt anyone else.
And I'm like, okay, yeah. I called my brother. I'm like, yo, I got into a school fight. I ended up knocking someone out. I think I might get exploded. And my brother's like, you're a dumbass. He's like, you fucked it. And I texted my dad. I'm like, yo, gone to a school fight. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm freaking out. Like, I'm actually shaking. Cause like this is when everything else kicked in. Cause like when I had that, it was like adrenaline, but it was like I was calm. As soon as all that adrenaline left my body, I was freaking the fuck out, and I was like, "What the fuck?" My dad's like,
Yo,
"Stay calm,
Yash,
don't worry,
Yash,
everything's
Yash.
gonna be alright."
I think that like the school nurses in like our general area, I think might have to like flatten the curve a little bit, because every time you say you have a school fight, it's like every single fucking week. Flatten the curve for all the people you fucking curb stomped.
I have not, bro. I've had like, okay, in year 9 I had heaps of fights. In year 10 I had 0 fights. Year 11 I had 1 fight. This year I've currently had 0, but I did
mean,
want
like,
to.
I don't think
I did want to roll up to someone's
had-
house with a hockey stick. I'm not even joking.
Oh shit.
Like, you physically cannot go out and bash someone.
Yeah,
So, like,
no.
yeah,
Th-
this
Okay,
shows how much-
this year alone, I've wanted to roll up to, I'd say 3 different people's houses with my fucking hockey stick. This year alone, like I've wanted to, bro.
Yo,
I
you
was
can borrow my
close to
fucking.
full on. I have a baseball bat too, and a sword.
Yo.
Like I was
And a
this
sword?
close.
I'll help you
Bro,
with my
I was this
combat axe,
close.
man.
I went to an old friend's house. This friend fucked me over, so you know I'm not friends with that person anymore. But I went
I
to my
wonder
friend's
why.
house, and they told me something, and I was like, I bet I'm gonna leave right now. And they're like, no, don't do that, don't do that. I'm like, no. I'm gonna go to this person's house. I'm gonna kick in the fucking door, roll up with my hockey stick, beat the shit out of the dog if it tries to attack me, and then fucking like, bro, I was gonna lose my. I had weapons at home, and I was not afraid to use them, but I didn't. I stayed home. Oh no, I stayed at my friend's house for a bit, and then I went home. But okay, so to this fight, I was in the office and everything. Teachers came up to me and they were like, "All right, cool. We're gonna have to call your parents in and everything." And yeah, so they spoke and everything. Basically they said you were close to getting expelled, but you're not. You're getting a suspension for a long time. You're gonna have a board meeting, which is gonna determine if you stay at school or not. At the moment, you're suspended for like 2 weeks, but yeah. So I actually saw the ambulance take away the kid I fucked up, which was fucking wild. Cause I'm like, oh my god. Then actually a police officer came into school and had to sit down with me. They were like, do you know what happened, right? And I'm like, yep, I did this. They're like, okay, cool. We're gonna have to take some notes about you and like what happened and everything. Can you tell us your story? I'm like, yeah, okay. They're like, okay, how do you know how to do a headlock and shit? I'm like, I have an older brother. Me and him fight a lot. Oh, we used to fight a lot. They're like, oh, okay, yep, all right. And then I got set up with. I'm pretty sure I got set up with a counselor after that. No, I did. I got set up with a counselor after that. I had my suspension. I actually go to the police station again and have to have my rights read again. I had to have that other interview. Apparently, the guy I fucked up, his family wanted to press charges, but they didn't. Um, the police actually advised me to stay at home during my suspension, like literally don't leave because his family might be looking for me. I didn't give a shit. I was really hotsy, and I was like, I have my weapons. I won't give a fuck. But I stayed home. I was really wild in year 9A because in year 9 I was quiet and I was contained like to myself. As soon as like that happened and I came back to school. Oh, so when I had my board meeting, I had like a fat apology note and everything, and I like said it, and they were like, "It's okay. You were close, but you are on a thin leash. Like you cannot fuck up that bad anymore." I'm like, "Yep, I know. Promise I won't." But yeah, so I came back to school and I was changed. Like, I had like they were like, "Yo, this fight is really fucked up." But you are not 16, so it's not on your record. But it is a bump in your life. I do hope you know that. I'm like, yep, I know. So I came back to school, and everyone's like, thank you for dropping this cunt. Thank you for dropping him. He was such a dickhead. Like, okay, I did the world a favor by fucking this kid up, alright? like I'm gonna be real. I fucked him up good. But yeah, everyone's like, thank you. I'm like, hey man, I'm just not scared to do what the fuck other people are. So all that shit. Yeah, my friends saw me again. They were like, "Yo, we missed the fuck out of you." I was like, "Yeah, I bet a lot happened." They were like, "Bro, you know the shit. This conversation, like this whole fight thing, it has been talked about since like today." I was like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, everyone's been talking about it because everyone's missed you." I was like, "Fuck yeah." So yeah, um, yeah, there's many moments where I've lost it and like in fights and shit. Oh no, I actually lost it, but like there's many moments I've wanted to like lose it completely, but that was one of those moments. I guess I just forgot who I was. So I fucked this kid up like real bad. I knocked him out fucking easily. Actually way too easily, which kind of scares me. But yeah, luckily I haven't acted upon the urges to fuck people up like I did in year 9 because if I did that this year, I'd be in juvie. I'd be in jail. I'd be in, I'd be fucked. I'd be gone.
Yeah.
So thankfully, I haven't done any of that. But that was my police stories. I've had my rights read twice, which is not fun at all. Had my interview, gone to court and everything. So yeah, all that shit.
All right, Brookston, what are your stories?
Fuck. So yeah, I have two stories. My first one, it was just fucking So I just finished hanging out with some friends at the fucking mall. Started walking home, but I wore like the only thing I wore was big fucking the baggy fucking black hoodies. And since I was like 5'7" at the time, I could like if you didn't see my face, I could pass as like a solid like 17-year-old. So like
You were
fucking this
years old.
I paused for a 20-year-old apparently.
I wouldn't even be surprised. But
Bro,
like, yeah.
they gave me alcohol when I went to a fucking event. They gave me alcohol and they were like, "Yo, do you want to try this sake?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna try sake."
Fucking
to a
damn,
restaurant.
yeah.
I went to a restaurant with my mom, and they were like, "Do you want anything?" I'm like, "What do you have?" They're like, "Oh, they only listed alcohol." I'm like, "Oh shit, they think I'm 18." Cool.
Oh,
I'm like, "Oh, I bet." I'm like, "Oh, I bet." I was on Black Label. They're like, "All right, cool." And they gave me Black Label. I was like, sick.
No questions
Fucking
asked.
absolutely soft.
No questions.
No
Uh,
questions asked. Shit.
They were like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "What do you have?" They're like, "Oh, Black Label." They're like, "Oh, yeah, we have Black Label, we have vodka, we have like all like gin and all that." I'm like,
Give me the
cool.
fucking
Don't take
bottle.
that fucking gin.
I was like, okay, I'm Fiji Indian, so I was like, I'm gonna have Black Label. That runs in my blood.
Yeah, but
But
like,
yeah, continue.
mine was bullshit. Fucking cops pulled up on me. He's like, hey, you look like a suspect that we're currently investigating or some shit. I'm like, oh,
Bruh, a
word.
fucking
What's up?
suspect.
He's like, I'm just gonna need to get your permission to search your bag. I'm like, what? It's like,
Yo,
we
the
have
suspect was
suspicion
probably
that you
some
may be a
fucking.
person possessing for some forms of illegal narcotics. I'm like, okay, so I fucking took my hoodie off. I'm like, I'm fucking 12, bitch. Do you think I know where to get this shit? They're like, just to be safe,
Yes.
I'm gonna need to search a bag. I'm like, what the fuck?
I did at 12.
Yeah,
I
so
knew.
did
what the fuck?
I still know
I did that
people.
14.
I did it
Were
when I
these
was
two,
9.
were these
I
two
fucking-
stories linked or something?
But they're looking for me, bro.
Bro, yeah, I probably
Wait,
wouldn't be
shit.
surprised. He's just like,
Oh, he dead.
yeah, like my headset legit wants to fucking kill itself, and it
So do I.
the same. Yeah,
Yeah.
but fucking because Auckland, I don't trust Auckland, so I just had a fucking knife in my bag, because fuck every other bitch. And they're like, what is this? I'm like, oh, it's for protection. I don't trust anyone else. Hey, these bitches be sketch. I'm like, okay,
Yo, you shouldn't have told that to the fucking cops, you.
no, that's not exactly what I said. I'm like, oh,
Wait,
it's
you
for
had
my own
you had
safety.
you had a knife on you.
Yeah. But it wasn't like a fucking huge knife. It was like a little it could barely pass as a kitchen knife. It was like a fucking butter knife that was sharp.
Bro, what man, the shit I used to bring to school. Fuck.
Bro, I fucking
Bro, I pulled out a
fucking
butterfly.
lifted a whole
Okay.
ass dagger.
Yo,
I
I did that too.
I didn't show up to school with like a proper butterfly knife because I can't get one of those. But I had my trainers and I rolled up to school. I started doing tricks in front of my teacher. My teacher's like, "What the fuck?
Yo.
Bro, that's sick." But like,
I did that too. Like literally, I got sent to the office for it, but
oh no, my teacher was my year 7 teacher. She was so chill with it. Because she let us rap in the mornings. Like we used to rap Eminem in the morning and all that. And like me and my mate would. And then I pulled out my knife and like my butterfly knife and I started doing tricks with it. I never pulled out my real knife, but I did, and I sometimes still do bring one to school. So at one point, they had a bag check and I had my knives on me, and I was like, "Fuck!" So I legit hid it in my sock.
Oh, I put it in
I
the
threw-
fucking
fucking Scotsman. That's how you do it.
I threw my shit in my sock. I was like, haha, no. But
Never
like, I
mind,
was still
never mind.
random because they had a bag check. I was like, what the fuck? This never happens. And
Oh.
apparently it's because someone had the phone stolen. I was like, oh, you.
Yeah,
yeah,
fucking it's like
That bad.
'cause I hang out with all the fucking druggies, So like we sitting there backfield, you know, smoking up. Teachers don't give a fuck. And then well, apparently, fucking as someone's walking back, they whip out the fattest fucking mod vape. It's like, yo, here you go, right in front of a teacher. And she's like, excuse you, what the fuck is that? Luckily, they got to fucking keep it. I don't know how the fuck they didn't get it taken off them.
Bro,
But
like,
yeah, everyone had a fucking bag search the next day, and I wanted to fucking kill myself. It's like it's not. I'm not
man,
the
when
fucking
they
heading to
when
sketch
this
on
cunt
me.
pulled out a vape in front of us, like in our class, bro, he blew the fattest cloud, right? And the teacher turned around and saw the cloud like just evaporate in the air, and she was like, "Yep, cool, you're going to the office." And he had another vape in his bag, so he had a broken one in his bag, so he gave that one in instead. I was like, "You smart, sneaky fuck."
You know, because my vape, it's fucking broken. Like it
I
says
was
it
gonna buy one.
charges, but nothing comes out.
I was gonna buy one because don't smoke cigarettes, kids.
Yo,
But
me
yeah, I was
too.
gonna buy one, but I just didn't. Which isn't a bad thing, but
Uh,
like at the same time,
yeah.
I should have bought one. I still think I might buy one, but
I'm probably gonna get one.
I
mainly 'cause
just
I
don't
miss
really know
fucking-
where to get one, really. Well, I know,
Okay,
I know
so
that.
basically, you get a Prezi card, and you find a friend that has a house that has no parents, or their parents come late. Then you get them to get it for you. Boom, you take it. Bada bing, bada boom.
Would it be?
Bada bing, bada boom.
I honestly just have friends that like don't mind buying it for me because they know that I smoke cigarettes and they'd rather me not anyway. So I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
cool. They were like, yo, if you really want, I'll buy one for you. I'm like, yeah, I'll see, bro.
Birthday
Because-
But
present.
but I've been
Quit
to one
smoking.
of the places. I've been
Dude,
to,
no,
you know how they
not
say you have to
that.
be, you know how they say you have to be 18 plus to actually get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've like walked in with my friends and like my stepbrother and all that, and they're just being like, okay, cool, it's all good. They're like, I know you're not there. My stepbrother was like, do you want one? I'll buy you one. I was like, oh, this is before I wanted one like that bad, but yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'm looking at this one, and they were like, okay, cool, you can't buy it, but you know, I guess your stepbrother can. I was like, wait, so he can buy it right now? They're like, yeah, no, he can buy it right now for you, but like you can't pay for it. I'm like, okay, cool. Honestly, I just always go at the right time. So
Bro, nah. I have like fucking, cause I had friends that they like worked, but like they got paid in fucking tailies. So they'll get paid like it's all like $100 a week and fucking 3 packs of ciggies.
that's fucking.
I was like,
mean.
okay, what the fuck? But they were the
Yeah,
same
do
bitches
that.
that would go around go around the mall and pick up butts off the side of the road, put it in like take the backs out and just put it in a baggie. And I
Oh
didn't
my
know
god,
this.
I know a friend that did that. That shit's disgusting, by the
Yeah.
way. Don't do
So,
that.
yeah,
Wait.
I didn't fucking know this.
Oh,
So I went
buttons.
damn, I smoked up. I'm like, damn, where the fuck you got this? He's like, oh, you know, you fucking guy picking up butts and shit. I'm like,
Fuck buttons and
Bitch,
shit.
what?
It's disgusting.
nah, it's all good, G's.
Please tell me,
It's
please
not
tell me,
like
even,
fucking
please tell me,
full-time.
none of you have actually smoked the butt of a cigarette, like.
Oh, I
off the
have,
bat.
like,
Nah.
bro. If,
Oh,
okay,
dude,
so I had a
no,
friend
don't
that
ever
legit,
do
the only
that,
way
man.
that he told me how to smoke was you inhale everything. Like, you
No,
don't
no,
even
no. I mean,
smoke
like
it.
no, I mean, like smoke the butt of a cigarette off the ground, like.
Oh, yeah, I have.
Oh, dude, no, that's fucked up.
It was
What?
fucking
What?
horrible.
Why would you do
Why
that?
would
It was
you?
on the
That's someone
ground.
else. You know that's someone else's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you
Oh,
do
you-
that?
You guys
Bro,
should have seen
was
you guys should have seen the
disgusting, 'cause,
fucking
like-
cigarette that me and my mate was like, fuck it, do you want to buy a pack? I'm like, cool, let's go. We bought one, and I straight you not, we had 11 like on the spot, no fucks, no nothing. We just didn't give a shit. Like, honestly, he had the Siggy voice and I didn't, and I had like maybe, like we kind of went halves on it, but yeah, I had a lot. I have no idea how the fuck I didn't get
Yeah.
Siggy breath.
Yeah, I don't usually fucking smoke by myself. So like, I went down to my mom's house, and my cousin's over, and he was like, "Yo, check this out," and he whips out the fattest fucking baggie of backs. I'm like, "Where the fuck did you get this?" I'm like, "Yo, I pass as a fucking 20-year-old to some people, so like I could just get it."
Hey, no, you
I'm like,
fucking
"Yo,
don't.
bet, hand it over." So like, the fucking backies like equated to like still fucking 3 packs in there. And I practically had a whole pack that night. It was disgusting.
I
but at
could
the time I found
probably
it
have
amazing.
that without. I could probably have that without trying.
Oh yeah, no, same. But like, I was like,
It's unhealthy as fuck. Don't do
yeah,
it.
I was
Don't
13.
do it.
That shit was amazing. I loved it, but I wanted to fucking die. Like it gave me the
Yeah,
fattest
that's
head
like,
rush.
yeah. Oh, if you go to Sisha, that's like the exact same. You'll have head rush for days. Like, but Sisha's so fun. Like, you're meant to be 18 to go do that too, but I again go with my friend who's a regular. So they're like, "Yo, all good. Just take a seat and we'll be with you." I was like, "Fucking A." I actually went to a Sisha place without like late. I was meant to meet up with my friends early on, but I was late. So they had the whole thing in, and they're just like, "Okay, cool, we gotta go, but you can just finish it." Legit an hour of me just smoking.
Bruh.
All right, so yeah, this sort of just turned into something that we weren't gonna talk about,
Yeah, we
but
weren't
I
gonna
mean,
go
but
about,
like,
but like
I
I
have
was all
one
good.
last story, okay? So, you know, when shit just goes sideways, and there's always that one twat that thinks, oh, shit's going bad. Let me whip out a fucking knife. Yeah, I was friends with one of those dickheads. So yeah, we're having like, there was two people that like having like, a proper fucking one-on-one fight. It was like respectable because like they weren't doing like no sly shit like fucking low blows and shit. Like they were
Oh
proper
yeah,
fighting, like as
proper fist fight, proper fist
yeah,
fight.
yeah, yeah. Then he jumps in out of nowhere. He's like, "Oh, you two, will fuck both of you up with his fucking knife out." And then someone was walking past, and like they fucking just whipped out their phone so quickly and ran. Called the police, and we're all just trying to stop them at this point. And it took that long that the fucking police got there, and we all got in shit. Except, fucking. At least he wasn't that much of a cunt. He said, "Nah, nah, it was just me, sir. Oh, I'm sorry, sir." And so like he got in trouble. He just told everyone else, "Yo, fuck off! Don't talk to this cunt ever. He's probably gonna get arrested because he was 16, I think."
Yeah,
So yeah,
he would have gone fucked. He would have gone fucked
yeah.
right there.
But like, the two guys are say yeah, one was 15, the other one was 14. So yeah, both of them were close to getting fucking arrested. Luckily, I didn't get it. Like, I was about to dip until the like officer said, it's alright if you leave. I can see that I can see that you have nothing to do with this." Cause like I look so fucking innocent to everyone. Like this little fucking scrawny brown kid with like a baby face. Like he doesn't have like a
yeah.
handsome face. He's just kind of cute. And he's like,
No, no,
"Oh,
no,
I'm
no,
sorry you
no,
got
no.
mixed up in this. You can leave now." I'm like, "Fucking yo!" I ran so quickly. Yeah, so I dipped that. And like the scariest shit was,
I would have dipped. I would have dipped
yeah,
real
no,
quick.
the scariest shit was, is that fucking one of the guys was looking at me like, "What the fuck do you think you're going?" I'm like, "Bitch, I'm dipping." So yeah, I left. Didn't talk to any of them
I'm
again.
outies, boy.
Bro, I'm fucking Audi V80. What you mean, bro? Dip. So yeah, I left that. Apparently someone did cite in my name, and they were gonna fucking call me up until like they fucking retracted it or some shit. I don't know.
Snitch.
Yeah.
Sort of
Also,
snitch.
yo, I have one school story, and it's really fucked up because
I
um,
just want to say. Oh wait, hold on. I just want to say something.
yo, Tom.
I have a mate. Had a mate that straight up he can't fight. I know he can't fight. He knows he can't fight. I'm literally like, if you were in a 1v1 scenario, what would you do? And he just full on was like, I'll pull out a weapon. I'm like, no. This guy you're fighting doesn't have a weapon, so it's like go full on hands. He's like, well, I'd get a chair or some shit because I want to win this shit. I'm like, so you wouldn't have an honorable fight. He's like, nah.
An honorable
That like
fight.
made me lose like a good amount of respect right there. I was like, really?
I
That's
mean, like,
fucking
I
sad.
get sometimes, like,
No,
if someone
okay. If
just
someone's like way
take
bigger
the
than
class.
you and like he's ready to fuck you up, I get it. But
Yeah,
if you're
like,
like
if
if
he
you have a chance,
like
if you have a
threatens
fighting
your
chance,
everything,
I'm
like,
just saying if you
if
have
he
a
gets
fighting
you,
chance, you'll like you better fucking fight properly. Like
Like, I don't think there's any such thing as a honorable fight. I think I mean, sort of fist to fist. It's
no, like it's just hands,
yeah.
like just straight up throwing hands.
Throwing hands, yeah, that's fine. I would not call it an honorable fight whatsoever.
Not like okay, it's just hand-to-hand combat. Like that's it. Like if it's a street fight and it's just hand-to-hand, that's an honorable fight in my opinion because it's a fight. Like you're not if you're gonna fight someone with your hands, if and you pull out a weapon or some shit, I'm gonna just call you a bitch. Like right there. Like that fight can't continue. Like I don't know. It just pisses me off that like some people like my mate at the time, he was just like, nah, I wouldn't ever do that. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'd have your back like that. You pull out a weapon on mine, like what the fuck?
Alright, so yeah, my last story is, so this is when I'm pretty sure it was like nearing end of the last year. Um, I had this friend. She was cool as shit to me because like I was her the quote unquote one gay best friend. I'm like, haha. So yeah, that was a whole joke. And since I was her gay friend, she was like, yo, how's my tits looking? I'm like, yo, they're fucking fire, bro. So yeah, I was that type of gay friend, and I got lucky as shit because apparently she told the fucking dean that she was being sexually harassed by some guys. That was her friend that she said it was alright if they touched touched her ass. It's not like fucking straight fucking groping her. It's just like haha. I'm like, and the funny thing is that I'm pretty sure she like would grope the guys more than guys would grope her, and it was like super throwing names and he's like, yo, he did this, he was gonna do that, he was talking about doing this, he was doing that, and I was like, what type of bullshit? Because she was always the one that would just like start fucking going up to guys, grab like she wouldn't just grab their ass, she would fucking full like
I mean,
grip
y'all would know if
Fucking
someone
rip
groped
that
like
shit
one of
off.
my close friends, I would have gone to a fight, like straight up, right there. You guys know,
I
I got
know
into
you
a
would.
fight because of it. I got into a fight because of it. It already happened. Like,
Yeah, but like it wasn't like she was a complete stranger to him. Like they were like really good friends for like 3 years or some shit. Like fucking friends that she could be like that tell deep secrets about shit. And then she just goes around like saying, "Yeah, they were raping me." I'm like, "Yo, I get if you say it's just sexual harassment, but if you straight up just say raping, I'm fucking gonna beat the shit out of you.
No, it's like
These hands stand
backstabbing.
for equal rights, motherfucker." So yeah, she left the school and everyone's
Good.
just pissed because apparently, one of the friends that said that we hung out at a certain spot, which is the spot where we smoked up.
Mm.
So
Oh, did
that
they
we were
fucking
so
snitch?
close to getting caught, like with because we had a fucking massive bong just vibing there. Like we hit it there, it was fucking fat, bro. There was like 3 different models leading to it. It could fucking support 5 different people. That shit was hot. Yeah, but she went around telling people that she got raped, which was complete utter bullshit. And she almost fucking called me out, except I was her only gay quote unquote friend, so I didn't get in any trouble or didn't get like in trouble with the dean or some bullshit.
Mm.
but so y'all got caught smoking?
Almost.
Damn, my friend got expelled for it. My other mates got suspended for it.
I got caught vaping.
I haven't gotten caught doing anything because I don't do that shit in
I
school.
got caught vaping. I punched a kid in the head and almost got fucking arrested and expelled.
Bro, I smashed a kid's face into a water fountain.
What?
Yeah,
Bro,
don't give a
I
fuck.
like nah.
Oh,
my
this is
school's
before
bullshit.
before
We have
year
a
8, by the
bomb
way.
unit.
Oh, this was year 7. I smashed this kid into a fucking water fountain. He kept saying shit, so I was like, "Bat!" And then he snitched, and then last day of term, principal comes into our class and talks to us, and I'm just like, shame. Oh, I was like, oh fuck, wait, no, I'm the one getting in trouble. Oh, never mind.
Fuck,
But the whole class got told off though. I was like, okay.
yeah,
Man, I've had
yo,
some
nah,
fucked
the
up
dumb shit
stories
is,
there.
fucking one time, a friend just got a pen, she fucking shanked the bottle. Is like, haha, look, it looks like a bong. And apparently, a teacher told the dean, he was like, so, I was told that you guys are smoking out of a bong in the parking lot. I'm like, bitch, check the security cameras. There's nothing showing us, packing a fatty bowl and just smoking up. Like, the fuck? and she over exaggerated that shit. She's like, yeah, you're doing inappropriate acts with the bong. You were smoking with it. You went into the
How?
toilets with it. I'm
Wait,
like,
wait, wait. How? Wait,
bitch.
wait, 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 wait. How can you not do inappropriate things with
I
a
know, I
bomb?
know. The inappropriate thing that we were doing is that we'll just get fucking. We put water in it and we'll just blow it out. But like it was a thing that it sprayed, and we were just like fucking just going, ugh, and like yeah, I guess fucking dumb as shit.
Do you know what my mates used to do? My mates used to go to the marae, like in our school,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they used to smoke behind that, like behind the multi-block classroom, behind the marae,
Oh, yeah.
and like there used to be fucking like 10 of them there, and like they were like, gee, you should come and like just have a sesh with us, and I'm like, nah, bro, I'm all good. And then one of my mates came up to me. He's like, "Gee, like for us, gee, just hit the pen A." I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay." And they just gave me the vape pen. Didn't realize I had THC in it. Uh, and they were like, "Yo, just take it." I'm like, "Oh yeah, all good." And they're like, "Oh, for us, gee, have another one." I was like, "Oh yo, had another one." Go to class. I'm like, "Ah, fuck." I was like, "Okay, never mind." I was like, I'll come up to my mates. I'm like, what?" They're like, "Yeah, I think I just got high." And they're like, are you serious? I'm like, oh yeah, no, I feel good. That's why. I'm like, I'm in
Bro,
school and I feel good.
no,
I
I
definitely.
fucking I used a friend's vape. He's like, yo, does that shit taste nice? I'm like, yeah, it tastes kind of weird though. He's like, yeah, straight THC oil. I'm like, what? Because I had a fucking test the next block. It was like a really fucking important math test. And I was like, the fuck did you just say? He's like, yeah, it's straight THC. I'm like, oh, fuck.
All right.
So I went to class fucking high as balls.
All right.
And I ate the test.
Phil, do you have any
Oh,
stories regarding anything?
I have one, and that's it.
All right, say it. Speak your mind.
I've already told you the story, but I haven't told you two about the story yet.
Ooh, spicy.
So, no, it's not that spicy as you think it was. Um, so this was late at night. I'd say at least around 8 p.m. Everybody was going to bed. I was about to go to bed, get off my Xbox, but I was still on it. I was about to say goodbye and, get off. And then we hear, like, people shouting outside of my house.
Oh
This was
yeah,
my
I
old
remember
house,
this.
and we had a window door, right? There was a
Sliding door.
there was somebody screaming in our garden, which is like in front of us. We look out, and there's like two drug addicts, just yeah, 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 not even speaking English. I'm pretty sure she tried to cuss out my mom and say like "fuck you" or something. But basically everything got handled. We called the cops. Yeah, they had to arrive in our fucking driveway,
Whoa.
and we were informed that they were on some kind of drug.
Methamphetamine.
I'm not sure what they were on, but they were high.
Yeah,
They weren't
definitely.
drunk, they were just straight up high. But to get into our house, they had to climb a fence. They didn't climb the one to the right of us or like the front gate. They just climbed the back gate, which is where my garden was, and there was like fucking vegetables and stuff growing out. They climbed through that. And I'm still surprised because there's a house there. And I'm wondering how the hell did they get to house to here? But yeah, that's my story.
That was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a short one.
Yeah, for me, I had a story and a little conversation starter for this. Now, I'll share my story first. Now, this story I've shared on my YouTube channel, which I won't link in the description because it's pretty much dead. I don't upload it on it anymore. But you know, what happened was what I did. Well, all right. So before Discord, I went on this well-known, not very well-known sort of site where basically a whole bunch of kids just go into like a text channel and chat. Really, there was private messaging and there was a group messaging, and there was only like one. No, there were like two actual main areas where we conversed, but really what happened was I started talking to a girl that was just in the main chat. I was just like, oh hey, how is it going with you? And we talked for a bit, then we started moving over to direct messaging because yeah, it got a little bit hassle for it was a hassle just talking in main chat because too many people, but yeah, so we moved over to DMs, and then after a while of just talking back and forth, seeing what we like, seeing what we, and just having regular conversations, she well, I look in main chat for a bit, and this random dude who didn't have an account, it was a guest, and what they did was they posted, well, they pinged her username, and then they pinged her address and a picture of her house, like in the main chat, and she was freaking out on DM. She kept on texting me like shit. He knows what, blah. How? Because I mean, dude didn't have an account. She didn't know who the fuck this was. No. After a while, well, her parents were out. Her parents were at some sort of, I don't know, some sort of restaurant or something like that, and they just left her to play video games and shit. And she heard a knock at the door, and in my mind, I was thinking, oh god, it's gonna be some, it's gonna be some like weird old man that's gonna fucking rape her or some shit, or like kill her or some shit, because you know, young brain thinks horror movies. So,
I mean that no one can blame me for that. If I was on a group chat and like someone I knew like just had their photo and like it was a photo of her that was posted or just the house?
The house and
Okay,
the
so-
actual address.
Yeah,
was
so if
posted.
someone like said that in a group chat of like random people and shit, I would have immediately thought like if there's a knock on the door, I would have been
Scream!
like, fuck that. I would have been like, yo, don't answer that shit at all. Grab a knife, fucking.
Hold on. Are you a blonde? Don't tell me you're a blonde.
Guys, I'm blonde.
Let's play a
Horror
game.
movie tropes. Tropes.
I'm actually blonde though. I dyed my hair and I'm blonde.
The fuck, you retard. I hate blonde.
I'm hot as shit, bro. What you mean?
I thought you went red.
Nah, I was going to, but I'm like, better go blonde first. You feel me?
Yeah, follow us on Instagram if you want to see updates on our lives.
Yeah. No,
Basically-
actually, don't follow us on Instagram because there's gonna be a face reveal on the 100th episode what we do. So.
You can follow me on Instagram. I don't give a
Yes.
shit.
No. No.
Yeah.
Don't follow
Follow
him on
me on
Instagram. I won't.
At
I
Yoshi.mp4.
I won't link it.
Then I'll just comment it, dumbass.
Easy.
I can run
Easy
comments.
self promotion.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
so can I.
Yeah, we all can. We
You
all
will
Brixton,
actually
you look
do it,
like a
bro.
fag.
Bro, I'm hot as shit. What you mean?
Follow me and Brixton on Instagram then.
Ayo, BRNX_BRY. Let's
Alright.
fucking get that dick, boys. Wait, what?
Alright,
But
then, buddy.
anyway, on with the story. So I told her, alright. I went into fight or flight mode, and I was like, alright, do you have some sort of closet or cupboard that is around you, or any sort of place where you can hide? And she
Oh,
and
can
she
I
said
ask one more question? Is she older than you?
she was same age as me
Oh, big
at,
yikes.
at
Okay,
the
never mind
time, which was like
then. If she's taking advice from you, then if she's older, then big oof for her then.
well, you know, it doesn't really matter about age. If someone gives good advice, they give good advice. I mean, if,
Your closet advice isn't bad, except if someone broke into the
Yeah.
house, that's where they'd be checking first. It'd be a little bit of a problem.
yeah, so I told her
She
to
called the
find.
police though, I'm guessing?
Hmm?
She called the police though, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I told her to call the police. She said, "Alright," and then so she called the police. I kept on texting her, making sure she was okay, and she heard a drawer open. Well, she told me that her kitchen drawer opened. What sounded like her kitchen drawer, and someone was rummaging through the supplies, probably finding a knife, and I was like, ah, shit.
You're telling me he didn't bring his own supplies?
Well, I
What an
mean,
amateur.
yeah,
Amateur.
yeah, you're like, what a fucking amateur. I mean, at least get it right if you're gonna kill someone, but never mind.
This is all a joke, by the way. Don't do any of this shit.
Well,
Don't
it's
go to
pretty
anyone's
obvious,
house.
but yeah.
Don't go to anyone's fucking house.
Do not bring
Yeah,
your own
that's-
supplies. Go to their house, have a good time. Don't do anything
Go for
stupid.
some-
Actually, that's
Co-
kind of
go
the
for some
opposite
coffee.
considering we're lockdown, bro. Don't go to
Oh, yeah,
anybody's
don't
house.
go to their
Don't
house.
anyone's house. Stay inside, you.
Just stay home, alright?
Anyway,
Alright.
continue.
Yeah. So, after a while, there were sirens outside, and so the person was speaking, and she recognized the voice a little bit, but she couldn't pinpoint who the hell it was, and so he was shouting like, "Where are you?" Blah 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 blah, trying to basically scare her, and after a while, the police showed up, and she was told to get out of the closet by one of the officers, and she was outside, and it turned out it was someone from her school. Basically, this guy had been planning to kill her for like what, about 4 months.
Like, actually kill her.
Actually kill her.
Bro, what the fuck?
Because apparently it was like something like apparently she rejected him. It's like one of the fucking yandere stories. But
How old were you at the time?
I was like fucking 10. She was
So
10.
she was 10.
She-
And she rejected
What the
someone. And
fuck?
so a
Like-
10-year-old was going out on a 4-month plan to kill someone.
Well, she said that the person was like what, 3 to 4 years older than her, so about around
Yeah.
our age at the moment.
Bro,
I've seen a
what the-
9-year-old fucking trying to stab a kid.
Okay,
I've seen
I'm just
fucking
saying. I'm just saying.
6-year-old
If I
whip out
see,
a fucking box cut and start slashing at a cunt. Shit.
all right, I'm just saying. If I have a friend like that's a girl that's like a lot younger, and there's a guy who's a lot older trying to hook up, and I find out he wants to kill someone, nigga, I'ma do it first. Like, I'ma kill the fuck out of that dude. Like, straight the fuck up.
Yeah. And yeah, but
That's
she was in
disgusting. That's
she
fucked
was
up.
in the United States, and I thought, that's why. But
Oh.
Sounds about right.
yeah,
That's
sounds
about
about right. But yeah, so it all got fixed up, and yeah,
Arrested or something.
yeah, he was arrested, and yeah, he was sent into
How did they find out? How did they find out he was wanting to do that for like 4 months?
because he
Did
told
he
them.
confess to it?
Yeah,
Confess to it?
Interrogation. Okay.
yeah, interrogation, like on the spot interrogation. Like while
Why'd
he
you do
was
it?
Wait, so he like full on broke into her house, was gonna go
broke
kill her.
into her house, like so she had a door with a window, and he broke the window, and then he climbed in.
Bro, I would have been fucking horrified at that age. Like, can't imagine what she went through.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know where she is at this point. I don't even know if she's okay. I hope she is. I haven't heard from her since. But
If you come across this, say hi to the bro.
yeah, if you're watching this podcast in
He helped you
like
through a lot, so.
the near future, then yeah, pop it down in one of the
Devin,
comments.
this is where you link your Instagram so she can message you on it.
Hey, hit me up, eh?
Nah, because Devin's against putting his Instagram in, so I'm giving him a reason to.
Alright.
Because,
Well, I mean, I can put my Instagram in. It's just, well, like I don't post my face, so I'm fine.
Just follow us. That's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put
next
some
let's go
fucking
BLY.
Instagram
Let's
out
go.
My
Yeah.
account's private, and I only talk to my friends on Instagram, so I'm not linking that.
my own
uh,
public account, and I'll just put. I'm gonna stop
follow me
posting
in
more
DM.
anyway.
Follow me in DM. Can't remember your name, but you know, telling your story.
I know I'm shamelessly trying to plug my Instagram. I don't really care if you do, but just do it.
Yeah.
Plug. We're gonna have
yeah,
some
send it,
sort
bro.
of plug, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
send it.
Well,
Yeah, if you do come across this video, random check whoever you are, message Devin.
Random chick,
Yeah,
whoever
message
you
me.
are.
I
We don't fucking know her.
guarantee
I know.
you probably won't remember me.
If you got,
unless
if you
you
were,
would've seen
if
that.
there was a plot, if there was a plot for you to get murdered when you were 10 years old by a 14-year-old guy, and you're here now,
Yeah.
message Devin because you're probably that person.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be like, it's a very specific story, and I don't know if you guys know that, but that's not really like normal thing to happen.
I don't know, bro.
I mean,
America.
yeah, no shit, but
You can't forget an attempted murder, bro.
but
Have I ever attempted murder? No, I've never attempted murder.
Wow.
Plotted it.
Why
yes,
would you
but
bring
not
that?
attempted it.
All right, don't bring it up, Yanish. But
I'm just thinking, because okay, we're teenagers, but I've obviously always thought about, what if we kill someone?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I've totally thought about it because I'm insane.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Has
film-
anyone ever been close to acting upon it? Because I know I have.
I have.
Yeah.
I mean,
actually.
y'all just heard. I was about to go out at this one specific night to someone's house. I'm like, I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't. That's why I'm still here. Good
Good.
shit, but
Good move. You did a good move.
Oh, I
I'm
don't
just
know
saying
if I've
these
told
people
this.
these people hurt my friends, so I was gonna fucking hurt them back.
I don't know if
But
I've
we're not friends anymore, so haha, yeet.
Yeah, so that was basically the story. Now, I've got another story, although we're running out of time. It's like 4 minutes until no, actually like 3 minutes until
5:15.
No, we can keep going. We can keep going. Just finish your story.
all right. So, this is a brand new story. uh but oh fuck. I don't know if I've told it on the podcast before, but if I have, just point it out.
Anyways.
All right. So, 2 girls. Back when I went to my last school, the school that I last went to, blah blah blah. Every time I went on the bus, well, there were these 2 girls that kept on being the loudest little shits ever. And they were really obnoxious, trying to be the American accent, like, oh my god, like,
Type in their
those type
names
bitches.
in the Discord.
Huh? Alright,
Put
yeah.
them in. I didn't know this.
Yeah, I think Brixton, you might remember them. I'm not sure.
Because there are a lot of those.
That- Yeah, that was one of them. I can't remember the other
Oh.
one's name, but the other one was a Ranger. Basically,
Yeah,
if you're not
it
from
was
New
like-
Zealand and you don't
means
understand the
redhead.
slang, it means red.
That,
That means
that was the ringer.
Yeah. Oh yes. That,
I remember
yeah.
one of my friends
Yeah.
dated her.
Yeah.
and I was like,
God,
"What the fuck's
Brixton.
wrong with you?" They're actual twats. Like,
I'm looking at that photo
Oh
of you.
my god.
my fist was so close to going into one of their fucking heads.
Yo, my one did. So
You punched a girl? What?
Yo, fucking equal rights. What you mean?
yeah, equal
No,
rights, man.
alright, so
Did
I'm
she hit
okay.
you first?
I'm just
Um,
saying. At my school, I'm known for my my passion to gender equality.
Bro,
Gender
oh my.
rights, fucking
Can I
Fucking
make
school
an
era
announcement?
troll.
I went. Okay, can I? I'm gonna quickly say this. I went to a little holiday thing, like a little just like 2 hours up north with my friend and his family. So with him, his mom, his little sister, and his little sister's friend. Bro, that whole trip, my friend's mom is a fucking mental health nurse. That
Mhm.
whole fucking 3 days maybe that I'm with them. Yo, I'm all for equal rights. Hey, I'll smack a bitch if I have to. The whole fucking time. And I talked about school shootings for. Oh, yeah, nah, it just. Oh, man, I was just.
Question:
Oh,
do you
that
guys
was
play
wild.
yellow car?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so this bitch, I don't know. She just looks at me. She doesn't look at any car. She just looks at me. Yellow car. She doesn't just like punch me. She fucking full like charges that bitch up. Like, okay, bitch, where? She's like, huh? I'm just joking. So like I'm like, "Aye, bitch, I'm gonna beat the fuck out you." She's like, "No, you won't," and starts running away. I fucking run up to her, boom, sock her right in the back. I'm like, "Bitch, turn the fuck around." She's like, "I have lung cancer."
Backstab.
Fuck you, don't.
I have. Did you say I have lung cancer?
Yeah, like bitch. No, you fucking yeah, okay.
You just
You
ran.
basically-
Oh, I have lung cancer.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He was
How
the
do
type of
you-
bitch.
How smart do you have to be to say that on the spot? I have
Bro,
lung
no,
cancer. What?
She lied about
Just-
legit everything.
Just gets
She
fucking
came to school.
I'm
punched
gonna say that,
right
like,
in the head.
I'm
Like,
gonna
oh no, I have
bro.
lung cancer.
I'm gonna say that next time, eh?
Yeah, nah, but she's the type
Next
of
time
bitch
you
that
get
lie about
punched,
legit
oh, I have
everything.
lung
Like, oh
cancer.
yeah, I fucked 17 guys, and say that she's a virgin. She'd be like, yeah,
Oh
I
my
have tip
fucking
passing and I have a clip passing. Like, that's not even legal. And if that's from family, it's fucking weird as shit. Everyone wanted to suck the shit out of her, but I did. It wasn't even a hard punch. It was just like solid.
Tap. And she was like, oh, lung cancer.
I have lung cancer.
I punched my desk and it fucked up my headset.
I punched my desk and it fucked up my laptop.
I punched my desk and I got fucked.
I punched my
What?
desk, so I'm beating my meat.
I punched my desk and must have hit my fucking long schlong.
Hey, I don't.
And magically, someone just bounced on my long schlong. Magically,
want
I
that
just
on
hit
a-
my desk. That's what you need to do, guys. Just hit your desk.
No.
Then
Well, we've
Yeah.
talked about everything, right?
I'm not finished.
Oh,
Yes, you
shit.
are.
Oh, sorry for interrupting you. Let's go, boys.
All right, so so basically, as I said, these girls being absolute fucking dickheads, twats if you will, on the bus, and one day I had enough. I said,
Oh, you already told this story in the first podcast.
wait, in the first podcast, did I do?
Yeah, first or second one. You
Oh
already told.
no, I really want to retell it now. Fuck. Anyway, I'm still gonna retell it because it's a good story. So pretty much, yep. I said, "Hey, can you guys please quiet down? It's getting a bit loud." And they said, "Oh my fucking god, what did you just say to me?" And I said, "Do you mind being a little bit quieter? Because you're annoying a lot of people on the bus." And then she like, oh my god, what a bitchy fucking attitude. Their best insult, because at that time I had a really English accent. If you think this is an English accent, you should have heard me then, my man. Cause like, they well, I mumbled a little bit, saying like, "Oh, you fucking prick," and they thought I said something that like wasn't English, and they said, "Oh my god, speak English." I was like, "Yes, I am English. I am English. I speak English." And they're like, "Oh my god, English," and they used English as an insult. Like, what level of
What do you mean, big man?
whoa? They have advanced to a
Ayo,
new
ayo,
level of
James Gravy,
stupidity.
guess what? You're fucking English. English? Bro, imagine winning the fucking Revolutionary War against America.
Like, yeah, but anyway, so then I got off the bus, called them a fucking dickhead, like both of them. They were both really, really annoying people, and to be honest, you know, I still have beef with the first one, the main one, but the other one I haven't seen since. They've probably split up from their gay buddy. Anyway,
I can
um,
probably say a name, but yo, she's friends with Zara, and Zara's like my best fucking. I mean,
No, dumbass.
Ashley.
Dumbass.
No, she wouldn't mind. She's too wholesome to give a shit.
Oh
And
my
besides,
god.
I'm pretty
Did
sure
you
that
really just
if,
say that?
I doubt the
Alright,
person will be watching this mainly because she probably despises me and Devin. Not gonna lie.
Like, you're gonna have to do a little bit of editing there.
No, you don't-
No,
it's
Devin's
alright.
not gonna give a fuck about editing.
Yeah, fuck
Okay.
editing. I don't even edit it anyway.
Yeah,
All,
so,
all I
yeah.
do is a thumbnail and I upload it. And
Okay.
Cause that's her fucking like one of her best friends. So like, I hate the shit out of fucking the first bitch Ashley. The one that everyone wants to beat the fuck out of. Yeah, I hate the fuck out of her. But
Yeah,
like, I can't say that.
So, pretty much, like, a day passes, and, while I'm at school, they sort of, while I'm walking past, just, you know, minding my own business, and like, oh my god, you see him there? Oh, he's a fucking prick, you know that? No, they didn't say prick, they just said some low level insults, and like, oh, he's stupid, you know? Oh, yeah, you know him, he's a cunt, he's a fucking cunt, you know? And I was like, excuse me? And she said, I didn't say anything. And I was like, yeah, you fucking did, man. Repeat those. Repeat what you said, my man.
Car? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'll fucking run you over, you little cunt. And, yeah, so, yeah, she didn't want to do it. And I was like, you fucking say that again, I'll, you know, equality, my man. Equality. If you want to slap me, I'll fucking slap the shit out of you. Then, yeah, after a while, I was just walking up. In fact, I was just walking up to go, run to your house because it was like Friday or something. And, I was gonna go over to your house and stay there until my mom picked me up. Remember that? Yeah, that, like
we
one
used to
day.
do that a lot, yeah.
And so, like while I was walking up, I sort of, they were in front of me, they didn't know I was there, and I sort of like, oh yeah, I want to get a reaction out of these coons, and so I decided to, you know, speed up my pacing, so I was about to overtake them, and then they tried to call me like stupid insult, and I was like, yeah, fuck, you want to go? And they're like, and they didn't respond to that, but they just tried to insult me again. And then I insulted them quite a few times, actually, because these guys were absolute dickheads. But, then this guy, out of nowhere, well, no. Yeah, then this guy, out of nowhere, is like, oh, you fucking... What are you doing there? What are you doing in me, boo? I'll fucking drop you, cunt.
Wasn't like that fucking midget fucking Brazilian cunt?
It looked like they were brothers. Because, like, that dude was there. That dude was there. He was, like, Asian, Brazilian, that sort of thing. He was really short. I could probably fucking curb stomp him without even lifting a fucking toe. Because, you know, he's that short. But anyway. So this guy comes in out of nowhere. I was like, yo, this isn't about you. Can you, you know, scooch along, my man?
And he's like, beef.
Yeah, basically, I mean, he was in my class last year and he was fine. Don't think he remembered me, but yeah, he was there for no reason. I got into like a verbal fight with that dude, and then I went up to the dairy where I met Phil and we fucked off. But then one day I lost my shit. I lost my marbles. I lost me fucking marbles, alright? And so what happened was during a quite not relaxing trip on the bus to go home, I was in an argument with these two fucking buffoons. So we have the orangutan and the carrot-faced. Carrot-faced is main one, and Ranga is fucking sidekick. And so I just had enough. They were being absolute dickheads, and yeah, I just had enough. And so I went up to them. We were about to get off, and I fucking swung a punch, and sidekick with a big old fucking head. She had a massive head, like forehead of like the iridocyclitis kid, like that level of bigness.
That's insane.
Probably with nothing in there though, but so she decided to block my punch with her head, and she was like, she fucking, oh my god. it brought a tear to my eye, like how much of a pussy this girl was. Like, I mean, even though I fucking punched her with all of my might because I wanted to knock this con out, you know, she'd cry like a fucking baby. But anyway, so they didn't really fuck with me after that, because, you know, I mean, I'm not very good at hand-to-hand combat. I've said that in the past, but, you know, I have to say, equality, my man. Fucking equality.
And for equal rights, equal fights.
Yeah. Equal rights, equal fights. And so, yeah, pretty much just laid down, rang her, and the other girl was like, "Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. No, don't cry. Like, yeah, yeah. And I remember the words I said when I walked out. You fucking mess with me again, you know, both of you will be on the ground, all right? And so I walked off. They gave me the evil eye, and I was like, I had a look of glee on my face, and I pointed that middle finger up, like, yeah, fuck you, my man. But yeah, man. I mean, equal rights and that, but seriously, ooh, I would drop them any day. What if I could do that again? I fucking would 1,000,000 times over.
Okay, that's enough of
I can't really remember a time I directly hit a girl like that. Like, I know my brother has, I know my close friends have, but with me, I've never, like, actually, like, fucked up a girl like that. I know I hurt my cousin, because me and her were in the same class at one point. Yeah, I fucking full on I made her cry and shit. And yeah.
That shit's
That's my
family, bro.
cousin.
That doesn't
That's my-
matter.
Also, no, it did, because at the time I was living with them.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So that shit went home, and yeah, big fucking problems with that. So yeah, but I never had a girl again out of that. I don't know. I swore I wouldn't unless, like, you know, self-defense shit. I don't really see any instances where I'd have to hit a girl. There has been multiple girls I've wanted to hit, though, because they're just so fucking annoying, and I don't want to deal with them. But, like, if I'm getting bullied or some shit by a girl, it wouldn't really be bullying, because I would full on. It's so easy to make a girl cry these days, man. Like, you just have to say you have to say one thing and they'll cry. And I'm not saying girls are weak like that. I'm just saying, like, if there's girls that are attacking you, like, verbally, they have something they're hiding, or they're super sensitive about something, and if you really want to defend yourself, just attack them back like that.
Oi.
Or you can be a better person and just leave it and not give a fuck. Like I normally
You
do.
got a big head.
Or you could do what I do and just beat the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Or you can be those two numbnuts.
I mean, you know.
Okay, so I have one simple rule. If they just tab me, I ain't gonna do shit. But if they just try bitch slap me, I'm probably gonna bitch slap them back. But if they fucking curl up their fist and think they could throw it at me, I'm throwing
I'm dodging and weaving and fucking dishing one back. I'm sorry. Like that is one instance. I will.
Nah,
Yeah.
there was this
With me,
one
with-
girl in my class that thought that fucking her throwing punches, quote unquote, was the funny shit ever. That she'll just come at me like, you know, like the obvious like bullshit, like when you're making fun of throwing punches and shit. Yeah, she tried doing that to me, but that day I was just not having it. So legit grabbed her by the collar and fucking threw her against the table and said, "Oi, cunt, fuck off." And yeah, that was one of the 17 times I've made her cry.
What
Oh,
is
so-
the
oh, wow.
17?
Twat. Like, she
Damn.
doesn't understand that she's a prick. No one likes her because she's just. The only thing that she can do decently is repeat what someone said.
I thought you were about to say suck dick.
And I'm like,
Yo,
I'm
Sam.
fucking-
The only time you get her to shut up. Alright, Devin, you want to say something?
fist bump.
Devin.
Huh?
Devin, you say your thing and then we'll wrap this up.
Yeah.
Alright, I mean, if it was up to me, you fuck with me, you make me feel not so great, then, you know, I'll try my best to eradicate you.
Homesteaders.
Right.
They'll come up to me. I finna go.
Fucking Dalek time. But anyway,
Alright, well,
Let's wrap this up.
wrap it
alright.
up, chief.
Anyway, thank you guys all for listening or watching. If you decide to watch all of this, it isn't very exciting when you just watch it. But anyway,
I guess we sort of talked about school. We said we were going to talk
Yeah.
about school. We barely talked about school. But...
Nah,
Yeah,
that's-
that must
Yeah,
be.
well,
next
well, it
podcast.
was a little bit, but you know,
Don't
yeah,
worry
we can
about
get into it later on a different episode. But anyway, thank you for listening, and we will see you guys a little bit later. Bye bye.